Hey everybody, welcome back to 1776 or Bust. So on the table you can see the three guns that I took shooting with me yesterday. The Sig P320, the Walther Ppq, and the Canik TP9 SF Elite. Now I just want to start off by saying that I did a review yesterday, or actually this morning, on the TP9 SF Elite, and while it's having a lot of problems in regards to some of the issues that I've had, I will say it's a great shooter. It's a very accurate pistol. Again, I mentioned these in the previous video, but overall, if there were no issues with this gun would be a huge competitor with all the major brands on markets right now. Unfortunately for mine, it's having some issues that I hopefully will be addressed by Century Arms. But it doesn't diminish how good of a shooter this gun really is, because it really is a very accurate pistol with a great trigger. Again, the P320 on the left here, another fantastic pistol. If you have not shot one, I would definitely recommend you do. Ergonomically, it fits great in the hand. There are no issues with this gun whatsoever. Again, in the middle, you have the PPQ, my favorite. I've never lied about that, but this is my favorite handgun that I own. And there's absolutely nothing, I can't say one thing that I don't like about the gun. Now, in regards to shooting all three, again, I showed on the previous video with the Canik TP9 SF Elite just how accurate this gun really is when you shoot it. Again, it's a very nice gun to shoot. I just really want these problems fixed so that I can actually use it. In regards to these two, very accurate as well. I mean, these are absolutely no joke in regards to a concealed weapon, any kind of pistol that you would trust your life with. These two guns absolutely produce phenomenally in that regards. Now, just to kind of show you the targets that I was shooting. And again, this target is all P320 and PPQ, but you can see that the headshots. Let me see if I can open this up a little bit better on my table here. But there we go. You can see the headshots. I mean, I just basically tore a hole through the entire paper. You know, I had some loose ones here, a couple there, two at the top. Again, some borderline shots here. But ultimately, once you start getting, you know, a little bit more proficient, you can see that it's just easy pickings, even with the throat shots going all the way down into the upper chest area. And then, of course, when you look at the sternum area, let's see if I can get this into the camera. Again, a little low, but in soft tissue shots. All of that is soft tissue, which is very good in regards to a self-defense shot. I mean, overall, these guns are really amazing to shoot. They're extremely accurate. And I know some people say, well, how can a gun be more accurate than a human? I'm going to tell you right now, these guns are much more accurate than I am as a human being. They just make me a better shooter. And that's why, you know, especially these two, I would highly recommend anybody, if you're looking for a great striker-fired pistol, you have some time at the range and you feel confident carrying a light-triggered pistol, I would definitely recommend the PPQ. The ergonomics are fantastic on it. The trigger is amazingly, just amazingly light, and it's just really fun to shoot. Again, the 320, another great gun, a little more top heavy, I guess you could say. But interestingly enough, of all the three guns that I actually shot, the 320 had the least amount of recoil, and the PPQ had the most, even though shots on target were as accurate with this as it was with this. And again, the Canik, again, had probably the second least amount of recoil of the three. So the 320 was first, this was second, and this one was third. You know, again, triggers on them are all really good. Here's your trigger on the Canik. So you have a little walk, there's your wall, and then it's a very light break. Again, reset. Very short reset wall, and it breaks very lightly. It's a very nice trigger. The Canik is a very nice trigger. The PPQ, which again is my favorite, you can see you have a walk to the wall as well, about the same distance as the Canik, and as soon as you get there, it's even a lighter pull than the Canik. At least I feel that it is. Again, I haven't measured them, but it definitely feels that way. And then there's your reset, which is even, I think, shorter than the Canik's and extremely light. The Sig, it actually took me a little more time to get used to shooting the Sig again because I haven't shot in a while. But this trigger, there's not much walk to that wall at all. I mean, it's right there. There's your wall, so it's definitely shorter. And then there's really no take up and it breaks. So that's very nice. The reset, again, it's a little longer. And I have to say it's a little longer, and not only that, but it feels a little more sluggish resetting. But once you hit that reset, the break is a little heavier than the other two. But overall, You know, guys, I have to say, they're really good pistols. This one needs to be fixed. And hopefully I can report nothing but great things about it. But I mean, all three of them are just great guns. If you're thinking about buying any of them, I would definitely consider all three of them. However, I would definitely, you know, choose this first overall. But I am a fanboy, I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, this, once it gets fixed, hopefully it gets fixed, this is going to be a great shooter as well. And it already is. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Hopefully you're being safe out there. And as always, freedom is never free.